Hey everybody, thanks for coming out to the videos today. Today I'm going to be putting on the Yoshimura frame sliders on a 2016 Ninja 650. It's what comes in the kit here. You have your actual sliders, some brackets, and you have some engine mount extenders here, rather reducers, because the extenders that are on there now are going to be too long once you put these brackets on. So in order to do this, you do need to have your fairings removed from your motorcycle. If you don't know how to do that or you'd like to watch the video, go ahead and click the I in the upper right hand corner and then come back here when you are done. Alright, so to get started, once you have the fairings removed, I'm going to go ahead and remove 3 bolts here. Alright, to start out, we are going to remove this 14mm bolt here. It is what's holding your engine up, so be careful. Once you've cracked it loose, you can use a drill to go ahead and speed up the process here. Alright, next up are going to be these 2 12mm bolts here. Alright, so once you've got those 3 bolts removed, this piece here will come out. You're going to set that aside. It's not going to go back on the bike. Instead, you're going to replace it with this, which is going to go behind. And then you're going to replace the stock bolts that came out of these 2 right here. Alright, unless I'm reading this incorrectly, the bracket for the fairing mount, it goes on the outside of the new bracket that we placed on there. However, when I put on the fairing, it was way too far out. So I went ahead and put it behind this mount here, and that seems to work out much better. Okay. Now, you're going to take one of those spacers and it's going to slide in right behind here. And then on this one, you're going to replace it with one of the new bolts that they've supplied. And on the back side, the same stock nut that came off from before. Now, the nut does sit in a well back here, so you shouldn't need a wrench. Need to get it inside the well and start tightening on, and it should bite and grab on its own. You shouldn't need to hold it. Alright, now that you have all 3 of those tightened down, go ahead and install your frame slider in the last remaining hole. Alright, and now continue the process on the other side. Just slightly different brackets, but similar steps. Alright, now continuing on the left side of the bike, we're going to go ahead and remove those same 3 bolts. Again, a 14mm and 2 12s. Alright, and in addition to those 3, you're also going to remove these 2. They are 8mm, part of your engine case here. Now that we've got that off, our bracket is going to sit essentially like that. And they gave us 2 extension bolts that go into there. So go ahead and put those in first. Hold the bracket on while we work. Alright, and these are 3/16 to tighten them down. Alright, so once you've got these 2 bolts on there, you're going to want to insert your spacer in between the engine and the mount, and then that original stock bracket that you had here, you're going to go ahead and slide through there and go in behind, and then your nut again goes back behind in the little well. Kind of get this lined up before we get it too tight. Get these guys back on there. And tighten everything up. Now the last step before you're all done is of course attach your frame slider into this final hole here. Alright guys, now that you have everything back on there, you are ready to put everything back on, including your side fairings, and the whole process in reverse. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, have a great day and thanks for watching.